Hello, my name is Jameson Cooke. I am a freshman swimmer at Youngstown State University. Some of the best pieces of advice I've received from my mentors and coaches is just trust the process. Success is not a straight line, it's up and down, and as long as you're getting 1% better every day, that's the big picture because all those 1%, they add up to something really special at the end of the year. So just trust the process. Don't get down on yourself. Don't forget that the process is designed to help you succeed at the end, not necessarily every day. For training, the most important thing I focus on is you always have to have something to focus on every day in practice. Doesn't matter if it's technique or a time or something. If you go into practice every day without anything to focus on, it's really not going to benefit you that much. Also prioritizing recovery, so sleeping, eating, drinking enough, going into practice and really honing in on what the coach wants you to say, taking advice, feedback, and just giving your best effort every day at practice. It doesn't have to be an amazing performance, it just has to be your best for that day. I'd say the biggest challenge of becoming a D1 athlete is just the time commitment it takes with all the practices, meets, travel, that sort of thing. And it's very hard to balance school life and your practices together. And how I overcame it, you just have to be very organized, very disciplined, especially disciplined. You need to set aside time to do work, school, fun, practice. It needs to be very regimented. And then if you don't stay disciplined with it, it's going to jumble together, fall apart. So that's how I was able to do it. You just got to stay disciplined. You got to have goals. You got to wake up every day with motivation, and you got to get what you gotta get done. Just relying on the people around you that are there to support you. They'll get you through the process, and they'll get you to your goal at the end of the day. About my recruitment process, it was slow to begin with. I was never the fastest. My junior year when recruiting opened for me, the junior year for swimming it's really about the fastest swimmers, the cream of the crop. If you're kind of like a mid-level swimmer, you're not really going to see a ton of recruitment your junior year unless you're super fast. For me, it really picked up the summer before my senior year. For Youngstown State, I first started communication with my coach the September of my senior year. I emailed him and we went back and forth, and we set up visits, came here. I really liked the school, and I committed November of my senior year. But it's a slow process. Just wherever you are, it doesn't matter if it's not going as fast or as thorough as you'd like at the beginning. Just focus on getting better, and I'm confident you'll find a school that you really click with at the end of the day. So. Yeah, the best advice I could give, like dealing with coaches, is if there's a chance at all that you think you see yourself at a school, just send the email. There's no harm in it, and be respectful. Respond to the prospective coaches in a timely manner when you're communicating with them or on an official visit, a call, whatever. Just make sure you're representing yourself the best you can, and then make sure that the coach at the prospective college is someone that you can see yourself with for 4 years, 5 years, however long. But the biggest thing is just be respectful, be authentic. You don't want to sell yourself as someone you're not. And make sure that you're always on your best behavior around coaches, because the times, and they're important and all, but coaches, they really want to see someone with good character to be on their team for the next 4 or 5 years, however long. So always be on your best behavior when communicating, visiting, calling with coaches, that sort of thing. Why did I choose Youngstown State? On my visit, I really liked, and before my visit, I was communicating with Brad, my coach, and he seemed like a really good guy, and most importantly, someone that was gonna help me accomplish my goals and become the best swimmer and student athlete that I could be. And then the people, my teammates, the faculty that I met on my visit, they seemed like very nice, authentic. And Youngstown State, it's a mid-sized school, so it's big enough that you're gonna have the opportunity and equipment and that sort of thing to succeed, but it's small enough that people, faculty, coaches, they can connect with you on a personal level, and you're seen as more of a person, less as a statistic. Something I've learned so far in my time at Youngstown State is communication is key, whether it's with teachers, fellow teammates, fellow classmates, coach especially. The people here, they're here to help you, but they can't help you if you don't express the problems you're dealing with if you can't communicate effectively. So if you're dealing with anything, there is a large number of people on campus here that they can help you with basically anything you're dealing with, but you just gotta effectively communicate with them. Whether it's you're gonna be late to practice, you need help studying, or you just didn't like the practice that much. Being able to communicate is a very important piece of succeeding as a student, an athlete, and in life in general. Some goals I have in my swimming career is make it qualify to national level meets sometime in my career here at Youngstown. And I have certain time goals that I would like to accomplish. By the end of my career here at Youngstown, I would like to achieve a B standard for the NCAA. And then above all that, I want to contribute to Youngstown State at their conference meet and help us climb up position in the conference. And in order to do that, I need to get faster and get times that will score higher and higher as I continue my career here at Youngstown. But when I say B standard, it's an NCAA B cut. So the NCAA for swimming, they have A and B cuts. The A cuts, you automatically qualify, but the B cuts, it's like an at-large bid. And if you're just under the cut, you're probably not going to qualify for NCAAs, but it is still a very nice thing to accomplish as an athlete, especially in swimming. Some ways I balance my academics with my sports schedule is I utilize the study hall down in the basement of Beakerly. It's good for getting work done, studying for tests, collaborating with classmates. Studying for tests is very important in college. So you gotta set aside time in your day and your routine to get some practice in with whatever test material you're going over in class. And then you also need significant time to complete your homework assignments every week. So the biggest thing is just you have to allot time for your classwork the same way you would for practice, and make sure you have enough time to do both and do both well. Piece of advice I would give to an athlete that wants to be like me and be a Division I swimmer would be just believe in yourself. At the end of the day, if you truly believe in yourself and you have discipline and you have a structured regime, you're going to improve and you're going to accomplish your goals. And make sure that you use the people around you to help you they'll lift you up. They want to lift you up, so you need to give them the opportunity though. Stay on top of your grades. Colleges, they do look at that alongside athletic accomplishments in high school for who they recruit. So having a higher GPA in high school is only ever going to be a good thing in your recruiting process. And cast a wide net at the beginning. That was one of the things I struggled with. I was very focused, but when you're junior, you're like just starting the recruiting process. It needs to be a wide net. As I said before, if you have any interest at all in the college, just send an email. There's no harm in it, and you never know where you're going to end up at the end of the day. Like I didn't know I was going to end up at Youngstown until a couple months before I committed. So it truly is a process, and you just got to go in with an open mind, and you're gonna end up at a college that you really like after your senior year. So good luck and best wishes. Hello, my name is Jameson Cooke. I'm a freshman swimmer at Youngstown State University, and you can check me out on Next Level Prep.